everybody, and welcome back to the Girly Girl Bookworm. So I apologize if you hear noise. I'm currently trying to kind of get dinner ready. So unfortunately, the vent is on my oven, so it's probably making obnoxious sounds right now. So I'm just gonna get started. I have a weekly wrap up for you, and I have some books to share with you that I got this month. As my phone starts going. The first book that I read this week, I already brought home to be on my bookshelf at home, and that is The Arcadia Falls by Kai Myers. This is the third and final book in the Arcadia trilogy. I have finally completed it, and I didn't really like the ending. It's funny because I did not like Arcadia Awakens at all, and then I liked Arcadia Burns. I gave that one 4 stars. And then I got to this one, and I feel like this one was just kind of like a knowledge dump. Let's just take all these crazy plot lines and try to make them fit together. And yeah, no, it just didn't work for me. There was just too many plot lines that were supposed to be tied together that just didn't make sense to how they were tied together. So I don't know. I didn't really care for the series. It was kind of it's okay. If you want to read it, but I didn't think it's the best written ever. And then I read, because it was around the weekend, I finished that Thursday night, I decided to pick up Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix by J.K. Rowling. So I kind of sectioned this out so that way I finished this in 3 days. And I gave this book 5 stars. This is probably my least favorite Harry Potter book, to be honest. I don't know why. It just feels like because there's a million pages, and I feel like not a ton really goes down in this book. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that happens, but I don't know if it really, I don't know. I don't think it, obviously the big ending happens, but I feel I don't know. The other books just feel more meaningful throughout it. I don't know. But still 5 stars, and I will continue to keep rereading next month with The Half-Blood Prince. And I just watched this movie last night because I finished this, so I had to watch the movie, and so good. And then I read Reawakened by Colleen Hoope. She is also the author of the Tiger's Curse series, which unfortunately I like 10 times better than this one. I gave this book 4 stars. It was interesting. It's about a girl named Lily, and she kind of stumbles upon this mummy that has come back to life, and it's her job to kind of help him and his brothers, and it involves Egypt, obviously. And I don't know. I thought it was okay. There are some parts that were confusing. I feel like a love square is coming, and I hope that's not true because I know she did a love triangle in the Tiger's Curse series, and I wasn't crazy about that love triangle, so I can only imagine if this turns into a love square. But I did like Lily better than Kelsey. Kelsey is the main character over in what do you call this? In the Tiger Curse series, and Lily is our character here, and Lily is way more mature than Kelsey will ever be, I feel like. But I just felt like the adventure was better in that series, and I don't understand why she gave up finishing the 5th and final book for that series to write this trilogy. And I honestly feel like this should have just been a standalone. Up until the epilogue, it just felt like a standalone, and then the epilogue was dun dun dun, and you're really? Really? But yeah, I will still continue to read the series, even though it sounds like I'm saying a lot of negative things. I don't mean to. It's just when you compare and contrast, that's what ends up happening. And the book that I'm currently reading that I will definitely finish tonight is Show of Hands by Anthony McCartan. And I have 100 pages to go. This is a really short, quick read. I picked this up last night, and I'm already practically done with it. And it's about this contest where these people are trying to win a car, and they have to keep their hands on the car at all times. There's a whole bunch of different rules, and it's just following the character's journey and what causes them to want to even participate in the first place, and how their minds kind of change over days of having to put their hand on this car. So yeah, I will probably finish wrapping you up on this next week. So on to the books that I just hauled. I just got them in this nifty box that's next to me. I'm not going to lift it up because I did a whole unboxing and then I was like, nah, I don't like that. So then I decided I'm just going to show them to you. So the first book I have to show you is Rebel Belle by Rachel Hawkins. I'm super excited to read this book. Everybody raves about it. It's a beautiful cover. I've wanted it in hardcover forever, but I figured I would just suck it up and get the paperback. And I know Miss Mayhem has kind of had mixed feelings, but there's no doubt that people love this book, so I'm really excited to get to this one. And I love this cover. And then I picked up, finally, Fairest by Marissa Meyer. This is the novella leading up to winter, and I've been dying from winter, so I figured I would finally give in and read this novella about Queen Lavanna and get back into this world. So I finally sucked it up and got this book. And then I got this nifty box set of the Kane Chronicles, and I already own the first book in hardcover, but I figured I would just buy this box set and then donate the hardcover to my future classroom and just use these because then they all match and they were cheap. So that's The Red Pyramid by Rick Riordan, The Throne of Fire by Rick Riordan, and The Serpent's Shadow, because that's the third book. And gross, I'm going to stick this back in this box set. I feel like this is the easiest box set I have ever dealt with in my life. Not that I really deal with that many box sets, but that was totally easy. Easy peasy. And then this isn't a box set. I thought this was going to come in a box set, but it didn't. But I ended up rebuying the Percy Jackson series because I'm just going to take my old covers and just donate them to my future classroom because I have... Here's the old one, actually. Patrick is going to read this soon. The Lightning Thief in this edition, which I bought off of Books A Million. So I did, not Books A Million, Book Outlet. So I did spend a little bit of money on this one. But the rest of them are either from Savers or the library. So, like, they're really cheap. Not cheap, but they're, like, kind of used. And then the last book is in hardcover, but the rest are paperback. And I haven't been able to find the last one in paperback. So I just decided... I just rebuy the beautiful ones and donate these to my future classroom. Once Patrick finished reading that. So I got The Lightning Thief, The Sea of Monsters. These covers are kind of cool, I'll give them that. I originally didn't like them. The Titan's Curse. And The Battle of the Labyrinth. And then The Last Olympian. And the thing that I love about these is they not only match this way, but when you lay them out, I'm not laying them the right way, but when you lay them the right way, they actually make a picture across as well, which is pretty neat. So I have these. And that's all I have to share with you. I did pre-order a book when I did that order, but like it's not going to come until the 6th. Oh, I guess it's going to come after the 6th, according to this thing. But I did pre-order the new Rick Riordan book. So spoiler alert, this will be in a future book haul. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys really soon. I hope you're reading great books. If you have any thoughts about what I'm reading, what you're currently reading,